Good morning, teacher. My name is Paula Tamayo, and today we are going to talk about the fracture types and classification. Definition of each fracture. A fracture is the loss of community of breaking down of bone tissues in any bone in the body that occurs as a consequence of an excessive effort that overcomes the resistance of the bone. That is, so to say, the consequence of a single or multiple overhead and occurs types. Open. An open fracture compensates a wound in the skin and soft parts, which puts in the hematoma and the same focus of fracture in communication with the outside. Closed. Closed fracture, also called a simple fracture, the bone is broken, but the skin remains intact. It has no contact with the other side. Classification. Complete fracture. The bone is broken in two parts. Genetic fracture. The bone breaks but does not separate in two parts. It's typical of the children. Communicate fracture. The bone breaks in more than one more part of splinters. Oblique fracture. The angle of the fracture runs diagonally to the bone, but they have a rotting elementary that runs longitudinally in the bone. They are infracted fractures. Spiral. A spiral fracture occurs as a consequence of the application of a torsion on the bone in such a way that one form has a one direction and the other the opposite direction. The bone tends to twins on itself until the applied force exceeds its elastic resistance. Transfer. In the transfer fracture, the trajectory is perpendicular to the major axis of the bone. It is practically caused by a direction blow to the bone, and the bone fragments are not duplicated. Pathology. Breakage of the bone caused by disease, often due to the spread of the cancer to the bone. Longitudinal. The fracture line follows the long axis of the bone or is parallel to it. It's an oversight, especially in the short and that bones, scapula, patella, and scrotum. People at risk. Advanced age, low bone mass, a first degree family history of fracture, patients taking corticoids on a long-term basis, chronic rheumatoid polyarthritis, tendency to fall, white or Asian race, low calcium intake, vitamin D deficiency, neuromuscular disease, prolonged immobilization, primary or secondary anemothera, smoking, alcoholism, sedentarism, lifestyle, sedentary life, living alone or in a nursing home. Thank you.